Hello there, good morning and welcome to Superscreen News at 10, broadcasting to you live from Lagos, Nigeria. And I am Blessed Omonese. Candidate of the National Republican Convention in the 1993 presidential election, Bashi Tofa, has opposed President Muhammadu Buhari's decision to recognize June 12 as Democracy Day, insisting that the pronouncement deserves serious reconsideration. Tofa also described the 1993 presidential election as inconclusive. Tofa, in a statement, said, "Whatever may be the prevailing sentiment and politics, the idea that June 12 should be the new Democracy Day is also a matter that deserves serious reconsideration." A senior advocate of Nigeria SAN and human rights activist Femi Falana has asked former President Olusegun Obasanjo not to be worried over being probed by the President Muhammadu Buhari administration. Falana disclosed these to journalists while reacting to the recent allegations by the former president against the federal government. You will recall that the Obasanjo had alleged in a statement on Friday that the Buhari-led government was trying to frame him up so as to be persecuted and detained. He also alleged that the security of his life cannot be guaranteed as his name was on the security watch list. However, Falana assured the former president to remain calm as the human rights community would ensure he gets justice if persecuted. The Southern and Middle Belt Leaders Forum has expressed fear that the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) may not deliver free and fair elections in 2019. The forum disclosed these at a press conference in Abuja on Sunday, demanding the removal of INEC chairman Mahmood Yakubu, adding that there are accumulated indications that he might rig the election in favor of President Muhammadu Buhari. Chairman of the Pan-Niger Delta Forum in Kanga in Dunsit, who delivered the group's position, said retaining the service chiefs who ought to have retired and keeping Yakubu as INEC boss are suspicious. Indunsit said this in tandem with the narrative that they will play a partisan role in favor of the president. Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike has again alerted Nigerians that the federal government has contacted a Lebanese who has been directed to claim he received money from him to procure arms for the 2019 elections. The governor, who spoke during a Thanksgiving service in honor of the chairman of Rivers State's Local Government Service Commission, Azubike Omorinkin, said the All Progressive Congress APC federal government has entered a devious mood with the belief that framing opponents will enhance its political fortunes. Winke also spoke on the arrest of the orderly of Rivers State Special Anti-Robbery Squad Command, Akim Fakorede, and other SARS operatives for armed robbery and kidnapping. The governor stated that the federal government is also planning to sponsor crisis in Rivers State ahead of the 2019 elections. Winke pointed out the aims for the elections in the state to be postponed. In preparation for the 2019 general election, the judiciary and the media have been advised to show professionalism in the discharge of their duties. This appeal was made by speakers at the 2018 National Association Judiciary Correspondent Najuk lecture held in Ikeja, Lagos.
Judiciary as well as the media have important roles to play in ensuring a peaceful transition from one government to another. The judiciary must be ready and prepared to adjudicate over the disputes that will arise before and after the elections. It is said to be the last hope of the common man and is seen as the protector of the people from all forms of excesses on the part of the executive and the legislature. The media, the fourth estate of the realm, and the fourth pillar of support for the three arms of government, the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary, must also prepare for their role of information dissemination, news analysis, and public enlightenment.
Judiciary is a sacred arm of government which will be instigated both on politics and people harassment by politicians. As the 2019 general elections draw near, all of us must come to the realization and agreement that the judiciary must be accorded with due respect, while the sacredness must be protected.
Today, medical trial is much more important than even judicial trial. Today, once you are suspected, there is no suspicion anymore in our law. You are alleged to have committed any offense in Nigeria, you are already guilty. Going through the process does not matter to anybody on the street. It is not so where we of law operates. Once you are alleged of having committed an offense, you are a mere suspect. You are entitled to all your rights under the Constitution. And you are not a guilty person. Allegation does not amount to guilt until the prosecution has established your guilt and the court has made the promotion. You need to educate Nigerians.
The APC legal advisor Muiz Banire and the second national vice president of the Nigerian Bar Association, NBA, Monday Ubani, decried the level of ills in the electoral dispute and impunity in the system.
If we must sustain our democracy, there must be respect to institutions. And I keep advocating it. Irrespective of the defectiveness of their nature, of those who are presently there, we cannot, because of few people that are there in the house, begin to disrespect our National Assembly. I will not encourage that. I will not encourage disrespect to our judiciary because of few bad eggs. It's wrong. Our institutions must be respected. Our institutions must be protected and made strong. And so if National Assembly invites any person, I also advise that person to appear. Because it's a sign of humility again, that you're a public officer, it shows humility. When you are being invited, you appear. If EFCC invites you, if a police invites you, for God's sake, I advise my clients, go. It makes things easier for you when you go there and then answer them. Listen to what they want to say and then use your wisdom in answering them rather than saying I'm keeping away and then becoming, that is impunity. And we converse for this government in order to end impunity in the system. And we don't want this government also to continue to enthrone impunity.
The credibility of election determines whether there will be election petition or otherwise. If the election is credible enough, of course you will not find much electoral dispute. But the reality of the matter is even that as presently constituted, I'm not too sure that the mode or the procedure we are using to adjudicate in election dispute is the best. My advocacy is that we have to do away substantially with evidential rules into the realm of the, juries, applying the jury system. Because most of the evidential rules are too technical to bring out justice at the end of the day in most instances. So my advocacy has been that we need to take a gamble first and foremost, maybe at any of the levels, to test run the application of juries in the settlement of electoral dispute.
Moving on now to Imo State. Imo State local government and ward officials have been barred from attending the National Congress of the All Progressive Congress APC by Governor Charles Okorocha. Chairman of Okorocha faction, Chris Ugwama, who disclosed these in Owerri, said that they would be in court on June the 22nd to challenge the outcome of APC Congress in the state. The governor's faction of the party said only statutory delegates in the state may participate in the forthcoming APC National Convention. The Police Service Commission, PSC, has invited 6,253 successful candidates for training and recruitment into the Nigerian police force. The Commission said the candidates whose names were posted on its website should proceed to training school on or before June the 13th. All successful candidates were also directed to check their names at the various state police command headquarters for the institutions where they are to be trained. The date of commencement for training is Friday, June the 18th, 2018. Resumption closes on June 13th, 2018 in all the training schools. And now to some security matters here. Suspected Fulani herdsman has kidnapped a Methodist presbyter in Osun State, Reverend Kayode Akonde, and two other church leaders along the Iwo-Osogbo Road. One of the clerics who spoke to journalists said one of the leaders of the church was forcefully taken away by a suspected Fulani herdsman around 7 p.m. He said the adopted persons were coming in company with others from a meeting held at Ilegbo, where the criminals stopped their vehicles and took them away. He also said Commissioner of Police in the state, Faihan Adeoye, has contacted and policemen have been deployed in the road immediately, and they have been combing the bushes in search of the priest. The Bishop of Methodist Church, Osogbo Diocese, Most Reverend Amos Ogunrinde, when contacted, confirmed the incident. Away from that now to health matters, Borno State Government has commended the United Nations International Children Education Fund, UNICEF, for rehabilitating 166 healthcare centers across the state. Executive Director of Primary Healthcare Management Board in the state, Sule Mele, made the commendation in an interview with journalists in Maiduguri. Melin said the centers were some of those vandalized by Boko Haram insurgents over the years. He commended UNICEF for providing enabling a working environment, state-of-the-art facility, logistics, as well as stipends for ad hoc staff who work in the centers. Melin added that UNICEF is also committed to immunization, social mobilization, and supplementary campaigns against disease outbreak in the state. Rivers State residents have marched in protest of environmental pollution around the state. They called on the state government to address the issue, which poses a huge environmental threat to the people. The report.
Thousands of Rivers State residents stormed the streets of Port Harcourt in campaign against constant air pollution in the state. The demonstrators out in their numbers marched to the State House of Assembly to express their grievance over the black-soot air pollution in the state. Governor of the group, Tunde Bello, expressed displeasure of a continuous occurrence of black soot.
We want the Rivers State government to conduct an environmental audit of all host communities for oil production. We want the Rivers State governor and the Rivers State government to act and become a reservoir of environmental data on Rivers State.
It's a critical issue. The health impacts are so numerous, especially for young kids. Young kids with their lungs still developing. You have most young kids breathing in particulate matter that will destroy their lungs. And all over hospitals in Port Harcourt, doctors have been on air and they have said so. People are coming up and presenting cases of lung infection and throat infection and cancer. All of these issues are coming up because we have a situation that is untenable and unpardonable in Rivers State.
Rivers State Deputy Governor Ipalibo Harry Banigo acknowledged the plight of the people and promised that the state will work with the federal government to ensure immediate solution to the pollution.
Nothing is immune. No single party is immune. Environment matters cannot be politicized. And so we want to tell you that the agencies that are clearing these obnoxious states are directly under the control of the federal government of Nigeria. The federal government wants the refineries that are clearing gas. The federal government owns the security agencies.
Others who spoke also expressed dissatisfaction over the matter.
Waking up every morning to very dark substances sprinkled all over our cars and even on the floors of the house. The nets are all contaminated, and then sometimes you put your fingers maybe in your nose, bring it out, and you see that substance.
Look at my nose, you see black everywhere. And I say that if the PDP, APC, everybody breathes in the air. And because all of us breathe in the air that is coming from the atmosphere, we should be able to do something about this thing. Because it may not be now, 5 years, 10 years, you see people dying in millions. Before you know it, people will be diagnosed, one disease will come out. They say it as a result of the suit that was around 5 years ago.
The group pleaded with authorities concerned to quickly address the issue because it affects the environment and kills slowly.
You're watching Superscreen News at 10. We'll take a short break, and when we return, we'll bring you business news. Stay with us.
Before they they come, they're supposed to, give us some information, notice, at least maybe a week or so. There was nothing like that.
Hunger is everywhere in Nigeria. People are dying every day, but Nigeria government are keeping quiet. Housemen are killing people. Why?
It's not what we expected because of these old men that are leading us, and you people know, you are aware that these people are not the right people to lead us. These kind of people that are leading us here are people of black mind. They just care about themselves and their family.
You are affecting my village. Let me use if I call it useless, I'm not to mistake. The other place where they build a shop, call it plaza. Say each shop there are 4 million naira. So I don't have the money, so I have to leave. If you plan to get a tribal mark, it takes a lot of pain, but after some time, you enjoy it. No, we experience hold up now during the construction time. Then after some time, we start enjoying it.
The way they are doing the construction is too slow. It's too slow. The construction is too slow. They should stop the construction and make sure people go into their businesses and do their businesses.
Glad to have you back now to the world of business. The National Pension Commission, PENCOM, says it will soon commence the verification of intending retirees in the federal service. The Acting Director General, PENCOM, Aisha Dai Umar, disclosed these during the pre-retirement seminar in Lagos for federal government workers due to retire in 2019 under the Contributory Pension Scheme. Dai Umar said the Commission has finalized arrangements to commence the verification of prospective retirees who will be retiring in the year 2019 from the public service. She also said the verification exercise is scheduled to be undertaken from June 25th to August 17, 2018 in 15 centers across the country. Minister of Power, Works and Housing Babatunde Fashola has warned that the rainy season will pose a major challenge to the transmission and distribution arms of power industry. Fashola disclosed these in the 27th monthly meeting for stakeholders in the industry in Abuja. According to him, although the rains will benefit hydropower stations, it will also pose some difficulties in the running of the distribution and transmission networks. The minister also advised operators to prepare for the rainy season, which will provide more water supply to the hydro stations and pose major challenges to transmission and distribution network. From business now, we'll take another short break, and when we return, we'll bring you foreign and sport news in just a moment. Join us again.